I've got ADHD and I've built multiple six-figure businesses. And here's what I wish somebody told me 10 years ago. Now, every day I'd wake up with 1,000 ideas bouncing around my head, but I'd really struggle to execute on any of them. And here's what nobody told me. The majority of the problems that come with this brain type aren't because of a lack of motivation, which is a word that we constantly see get thrown around. They come from our difficulty in thinking itself. So because no one told me this, I kept trying harder. I'd buy more fancy planners, try out more complicated systems, and try and muster up more willpower so I could just push my way through that difficulty. But what I didn't realize is that my executive function, which are the mental tools that my brain uses to think, plan, and organize, were ultimately impaired. Therefore, when I found this out, I knew that I had to start asking myself a different question. If thinking is harder for me, how do I make thinking easier? And that's when I realized something obvious. If you give somebody a complicated maths equation, they're not going to sit and try and work it out in their head. They're going to grab a pen and paper because externalizing the problem makes it easier for them to solve. So I created something that both myself and my clients use called the daily debrief. And this is a process that I do every morning and evening to help me externalize my thoughts. And when I started doing that, thinking became significantly easier. Business challenges that I had to face, tasks that I had to organize and prioritize, decisions that I ultimately had to make, all of these became very streamlined and easy for me to make because I wasn't trying to do them inside of my already overloaded brain. So I know this sounds very basic, but this practice has genuinely contributed a large amount to the success that I've had over the last 3 years since doing this consistently. So if you recognize that you're struggling with consistency inside of your business, it's probably because you're trying to internalize everything.